What is up, guys? My name is Emiliano, and today I'm recording this outro a day after New Comic Book Day. I did all my recording yesterday, but it is currently Thursday when I'm recording this intro. It was a fun day. It was a really short week in terms of like books. Like there really wasn't anything I personally am reading too much, so I picked up some stuff that I don't even think came out this week, but possibly even in the last couple of weeks. I honestly wasn't paying attention all that much. I was just paying attention more so to what I wanted. But before we get to that, I wanted to talk about Daredevil issue 1. Now, I did just draw this cover. This is my personal rendition of Daredevil that I did. You could check out my last video that I did, kind of taking you through the process. Just kind of wanted to give my thoughts on the book itself. This was a great issue 1. I'm excited for what's to come and this new team. We got Stephanie Phillips as the writer, and we got Lee Garbett as the artist right now. So issue 1 kind of takes us through Matt's, I guess, like current process and journey of where he's at. We get a new first look at a brand new character. I believe the villain's name is the Omen, or at least they come off as a villain. We see that Matt becomes a professor for ESU, aka Empire State University. He throws some kind of barbs with a student and then a fellow professor, and it's kind of fun to see that rhetoric back and forth. It kind of just going through Matt's like day-to-day in terms of where he's at in life. I get this awesome opening montage of, you know, Matt going through and stopping a carjacking and kind of flying through the city. It's just a really cool issue, especially with the villain. You know, this villain, without spoiling too much, seems to not have like a heartbeat or any kind of normal human functions that Matt can pick up on. Like you see in the show, you see in constant books, his senses are just totally thrown off by this new villain. So I'm excited to see where it goes. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of my take on and review on Daredevil issue 1. If I had to give it out of 5 stars, I'd probably give it like a 4 out of 5. You know, it's like a A-. It's great for a Daredevil book, but nothing that so far like I haven't felt like we haven't seen before. So now let's go ahead and we're gonna go on that comic book hunt / journey, and we're gonna go see what we pick up. All right, let's go. What is that, like a little blind bag?
Yeah, it's like a little bag.
Oh, cool. Oh, they have Lion King too.
That's cool.
That is sweet.
I like the transparent ones.
Universal, like horror figures. That's cool. These are new. These are like the model kits, but they're like smaller, more affordable. They look cooler too. $20, it's not bad. The Reading Rainbow bookmark. That's funny. Some of these bookmarks are really cool. Into the Spider-Verse one. This is really cool. I do want to get this. What is that? Batman Beyond Compendium. That is sweet. I wonder if they have the D-Dubs one. Yep. I believe that's Daniel Warren Johnson, but that's not his. He just did the cover, which is really cool. just like a bookcase of their higher end stuff. It's cool. Ooh, I need that Daniel Warren Johnson Transformer cover. Oof, look at that. That is pretty. We're getting Justice League Unlimited issue 17. And then I finally found the Firestorm stuff. Alright. Bag was secure. It was a really light day today. But Absolute Batman is next week, so... Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that little hunt. I know it wasn't much this week, but like I said in the intro, there really wasn't much in terms of what I was planning on picking up this week anyway. Besides, next week is going to be way heavier. Absolute Batman issue 19, I believe it is, or it's 18. I don't even know if it's issue 19. Can you fact check that for me? Yes. It is Absolute Batman issue 19. It'll be the first appearance of Absolute Scarecrow. I'm super excited for that. I cannot wait, much like everybody else. I know there's going to be, you know, the original A cover. There's going to be variants, this and that, and whatever other books that come along. So that's why I kind of went light. And I went really light because I only picked up 4 books. So starting off, I did finally find the Fury of Firestorm. I was having the hardest time locating this in Heroes and Villains. I don't know why. Normally they do a good job at kind of displaying the, you know, the number ones like right away, but this one was kind of just tucked with everything else. I really enjoy going to Heroes and Villains, but the organization there in terms of the books, like you'll have Image in between like 2 sets of DCs and then Marvel, and then yeah, it's kind of been all over the place. I love that place and I love going to it, but the organization has been really like hit or miss for me lately. I've been having a really hard time finding books. So yeah, we did find, like I said, Fury of Firestorm. I got the Jorge Corona cover. This cover is awesome. It's just so simple. Jorge Corona always kills it. And yeah, he's just a great artist. I loved his stuff on the Transformers run with Daniel Warren Johnson. It really mixed well with D-Dub's style. So yeah, I'm a big fan of his and I had to get this cover by him. Next, we got Transformers issue 31, the D-Dubs cover. This one, I mean, yeah, let me give you a proper look. I mean, that just deserves all the glory, right? Daniel Warren Johnson always kills it, and he did the same with that cover. Same thing with Transformers. I'm behind on. Honestly, I started from Daniel Warren Johnson's issues late, so I actually have the for book 1 of the trades. It was the hardcover, actually right here. So I started off with this, loved it. I have been slowly but steadily picking up issues. I have 14 through 24, so I need issue 13 to finish Daniel Warren Johnson's run. I do have issue 1 of this book, but it's the GameStop exclusive cover, so it's not the original D-Dub's A cover, which I do want to get. But I love that series. Those first 12 issues were phenomenal, and I'm looking forward to continuing with it. I picked up, before I even read Daniel Warren Johnson's run, I actually picked up Transformers issue 25 when Robert Kirkman jumped on the book, and I really enjoyed it. Hence what made me want to go back and read the D-Dub stuff, because as Robert Kirkman stated, I think in one of the forwards in the book, he wasn't like mixing it up. It wasn't going to be a number 1 or a restart. It straight up picked up where the last issue, which I believe of, like I said, of Daniel Warren Johnson stuff, was at issue 24, and it straight up picked up from there. So I kind of got spoiled I spoiled it for myself a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. So like I said, I still enjoyed those first 12 issues in the hardcover, and I'm excited to read those last 12 issues of his stuff. I really enjoyed that hardcover. One of the best Transformers stories, if not the best. You know what? I'm definitively saying it. It is those first 12 issues of Daniel Warren Johnson's stories is the best Transformers stuff you can read. If you're a Transformers fan and you have not read this, go pick it up today. It is awesome. It doesn't matter if you haven't read a comic or not. That is a standalone on its own, and you could pick it up right then and there. Next, we have Justice League Unlimited issue 17. I believe this is gonna kind of go into the events of what's going on after DCKO. DCKO event was phenomenal. It was awesome. I enjoyed all 5 issues of it. I enjoyed the Batman Night Fight. I enjoyed some of the Teen Titans book that was tying into it. I think some of the only stuff I wasn't reading was, well, there was a lot of stuff I wasn't reading that ties into it. I would like to go back and just really tie it all in together. But I know Aquaman, Superman, Flash, I believe Green Lantern was getting tie-ins. Everything about the DCKO event was just awesome, and I really enjoyed it. So that's what made me want to pick up this issue 17 and see where it goes from here. Hopefully we just continue. And plus, that Dan Mora cover, I mean, look at that thing. And then lastly, for the 4th and final book, I got White Sky issue 2. White Sky issue 1 was awesome. It was amazing. It really reminded me a lot of, obviously, The Walking Dead and like The Last of Us. Kind of also reminded me of, like, in terms of setting, it kind of reminded me of The Book of Eli. Great movie with Denzel Washington. Highly recommend you go check it out if you haven't seen it. But yeah, just like it was also kind of like a mix of The Quiet Place. It was a weird but entertaining first issue. There's not much dialogue in it, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and I'm excited for issue 2. I just can't wait to see where it goes from here, and hopefully it continues on that same trajectory. Alright, and that is it, guys. Those were the 4 issues, 4 comics I picked up this week. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one.